Welcome back to Wave Listens Live. We've got elder advisors for 2 segments here today. We've got Larry Weiss, we've got Lindsay
Hello,
Fleming.
Kentuckiana. Hello, small children. Hello.
Christmas.
Welcome back.
That sound looks so pretty.
It
Doesn't it?
Very festive.
Yeah,
You know,
it's the only thing more festive, Larry, today.
Right?
Yeah.
He's a beautiful woman today. This is the 3rd week of Advent, so this weekend we'll be lighting the pink candle of the 4 candles for Advent. Right, Diane Leach? Diane Leach is one of our clients. She's really big on the church routines and Advent, so I thought I'd shout out. Hey, shout out to Snissy Newland. Love her.
So you never mentioned her before.
Snissy Newland?
Yeah.
Really?
was that?
That was a joke. Oh
Yeah,
my
right?
gosh.
Like, since this is tape delay, I can tell you something. Sean Beatty, man of the world, lives to undermine star power. It's okay. Hey, don't go broke in a nursing home because you don't have to, Sean. You really don't.
Yeah, all you got to do is talk to the 2 people sitting next to
That's
me here
right.
today,
That's right.
Larry and Lindsay. This time
I'm
of
Larry.
year.
I'm Larry. Hello.
This time of year especially could be a time where you see your family a lot more.
Yeah.
And you see them a lot more intimately than maybe you see them during other parts of the year.
For sure.
You're
Yeah.
in each other's homes. You're spending more time with your extended family as well, not just your parents and siblings, but
Yeah.
also grandparents. So it's time of year you start to notice some things. So red flags, yellow flags, that's something we wanted to talk about today.
Is it okay if we talk about red flags and yellow flags?
Yes.
Is it okay?
You know, we have stuff we want to talk about that Larry just ultimately decides at the end of the day.
Well, you know, one of the red flags are when families come in from out of town and it disrupts the other family's schedule. But it's important to meet the family at the airport.
Larry, we've got serious stuff to talk about here
We
today.
do, and it's serious taking care of the families that come in from out of town because a lot of times they haven't seen their family in 6 or 8 months. And when they haven't seen mom or dad in 6 or 8 months, the first thought the family has, because I've been there, is to say, my God, they've really declined. But the family that's there dealing with every day doesn't see it because they're in the foxhole with them every day. And then when the family comes in, you know, Bob from out of town comes in and says to the sister, what is going on with Dad? He looks so weak. He's lost weight. And the caregiver's like, no, he seems fine, because they're in it every day. They can't see it for what it's worth. So at this time, you know, need has no season, as I've heard it said, and it's so true at this time of year, is the phones ring, the email web submissions really pick up on our website because the family does get together. And sadly, it's sometimes not joyous.
Yeah.
And it gets to be very stressful.
So one of the things that I remember about my Mimi, who had dementia and Alzheimer's that ultimately took her life, was the first thing that happened, she lived independently for a very long time, even with her condition, but she made the best mac and cheese. Like, her mac and cheese was the best. I used to get it for my birthday, like a whole dish, but Grandma's mac and cheese started slipping. And I didn't notice Grandma slipping until I noticed, like, the mac and cheese is just different. Like, the recipe changed. She's not remembering the things. So, like, those are the kind of things that families think about or don't think about, but come up at the holidays is, you know, Grandma's mac and cheese didn't taste the same. Like, it changed. And that was the first, you know, and I was younger then, but that was the first, like, oh no, Grandma's not doing as well as she has been. So when you see that, it's a very quick phone call to us. You know, we're available 24/7 to answer the phones or leave a message. We'll call you back promptly, or go to the website and come in for a free consultation so we can kind of talk about what's happening and how we can help. Because it's never too late. It's never too early, frankly. But, you know, don't wait until the mac and cheese starts slipping.
Yeah, I mean,
Call early.
You say that, and for some people it may seem a little ridiculous, but it is those personal relationships. Everyone's got a different kind of relationship, and different things mean different people to someone. So the different family members that are coming in may have different perspective. It's not just time spent away and seeing what they look like after that, but it's little things. It's forgetting, like, little pet names and stuff that you have for each other that your other cousin might not notice, but, you know, your grandpa always called you this or that, and now all of a sudden that's not happening. Stuff like that.
It's not as drastic as wrapping up the cat, Aunt Bethany. Okay, so it's not always that obvious that something is starting to slip or go away. So that's an important. And we have at Elder Advisors on staff a master's level social worker. And so one of the points that you brought up is this caregiver, the sibling perspective is all different. And one of the things that we take great pride in doing is being kind of a neutral moderator between the siblings. So, like, we've seen it from all different directions. financial, in care, out of care, at home, master's level social worker. So we can really kind of speak into the siblings who's, this sister's over here saying this, but the brother's over here saying this. And it's like, let us offer your professional opinion, or our professional opinion or assessment of the situation. And that really helps families get on the same page. And that's so valuable. That's so valuable because it's already stressful enough, especially if people aren't on the same page. So that's one of the things that we can help with at Elder
So what
Advisors.
happens next, Larry?
Well, what happens next is, and this is kind of a refrain when we're talking about this, and when Lindsay was discussing these matters of great importance with you, I was thinking of a friend, and I've been telling this guy for nearly a year. I asked him, does your parents have power of attorney? No, my sister's kind of in charge of stuff. Does she have power of attorney for parents? No. And I thought of this in real time on air, that he sent me a text about 3 days ago. Mom's in rehab. It's over in Indiana. Hey, we need to get together and start getting some things taken care of. So I replied, okay, great. I'm waiting to hear from him. They may have waited too long. It's the older I get, the wiser my dad becomes. And I'm blessed. I still have both my parents. They're both slowing down right now. And, Dad would say, Larry, it's not that I'm any older than you. I've just been around longer. And that's when I was kind of leaning into my friend. I'm like, get this taken care of. Because, they have a home and stuff like that. And they're just in denial. And I'm sitting here, I know what the outcome is going to be. I've seen it all too often. Here's another realization in real time. I just got off the phone with Amy Wheatley before we went on to the show. And I set a family up.
Amy is one of the phenomenal attorneys.
That's right, because we're not attorneys. We
Amy
don't
is one
do
of the
legal stuff.
phenomenal attorneys that we work with.
We do not do the attorney stuff at all. We don't need to. We do the kitchen table, the financial things. So if it's a husband and wife, one spouse goes into care, we can protect all the assets. If it's a single person, about half. So I had this family come in, crisis, Autumn, and Suzanne and Marianne. There are placement angels. They're working with the families to find the homes for families because it's difficult. And if there's at least one viewer out there watching and thinking, well, I think we're okay because, we just got to the rehab. Mom was in the hospital, and they told us we have up to 100 days. You don't have 100 days, or even if you do, you still need to think about the next step. So this family comes in. The nursing home sent them down to us. The person that had guardianship had recently passed away. So now no one's in charge. They owe $30,000 to the nursing home. I'm going to fix it. I'm that good. I'm going to fix it, but I need help with the attorney. I need help with the realtor. So now the attorney's teeing up the family to go get another guardianship.
And I'm not involved in this case. I'm not involved. I don't know who he's talking about or what Larry's handling that. But I know because of the words that he's saying and because of this disaster that they're in, that this particular client did no pre-planning. And pre-planning and gifting is such it's a gift. Pre-planning is it's a gift that you give to the folks that you leave behind or the folks that are going to take care of you if and when you can't take care of yourself. It's a present. For Christmas, you know what you should get your kids? An estate plan. Call us today. We'll have it wrapped and under
Larry
the tree.
55. Fantastic points there, Lindsay. 855 Larry 55. Don't go broke in a nursing home. Call them today. No matter how late, no matter how early, you're going to be better off than you were if you hadn't called 855 Larry 55. ElderAdvisors.com. We're back for one more segment with Larry and Lindsay. We're talking about how you can talk to your senior relatives about having that conversation when we come back.